Hey, good afternoon, stamping friends. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Diego, California, and I have a ton to show you today. I spent this past weekend, well, actually Friday night, Saturday, at a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for a convention and up in Anaheim, right next to Disneyland. And we just had a wonderful time, and I got to preview a lot of the new products that'll be coming out in the mini catalog in January for you all, and just some really fun stuff that I want to share that you can get this week. First thing I want to talk about before I forget is starting tomorrow. Hi, Arlene. Lots of exciting news. Starting tomorrow, running for 3 days, so I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, might even be Friday. I have to go look that up. Stampin' Up! Is having a huge sale on a lot of stuff that's in the annual catalog. Things like paper, except the specialty DSP, stamps, dies. I believe the dies are 20% off. 15% off, no, 20% off, stamps are 15% off, non-specialty DSB 20% off. I'll be posting it shortly. I've just been incredibly busy the last couple days. But an incredible sale starting at midnight tonight or tomorrow morning, however you want to call it. And just running for a few days and just with the annual catalog. And if you want to order, I'd be happy to order for you. You can place your own order through me. The link will be either above or below. I think it's above in Facebook, below in YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube. If I'd be really excited to help you order, and if you order on your own, if you could use the host code that I'll be placing shortly, that would be wonderful also. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure that we are live. Good. Anyway, so that's some exciting news that's independent of all this other stuff. There's also going to be a new kit that's going to be available at the end of the week. Hey, Linda, glad you could join. I'm just starting to go over some Stampin' Up! News, as well as a new paper pumpkin coming that will be here in December that you can order between now and December. And I think I'm going to put you down because I've got just a lot to show you. And then we're going to also make a Christmas card because we are just getting into that kind of season. So first is the paper pumpkin. These are little boxes that the paper pumpkin is for December. Let me straighten you out a little bit. And they are probably about this big, I'm guessing, because they fit a gift card, and that's what that's all about. And if you're a current paper pumpkin subscriber, you can get these little note cards also for just $10, and you get 4 of each of those colors. Let me just see when that's going to be available. I believe starting November 11th, so I guess you can do it now. Oh, no, wait, I think that's for those of us that were at this convention. Oh no, November 11th, so if you're a current paper pumpkin order, so you get 16 of these little note cards. Second thing, so that's the paper pumpkin. Second thing is this new kit that you can get starting on the 15th. This is why I'm having trouble because of all these different dates going on. Too many dates. Anyway, and they're basically 2 different masculine cards. You get 8, I believe it's in a set. They're full-size cards. They were really easy to put together, just minimally stamping. Came with a little soft suede block, but they gave us some other colors to use. So we used some Evening Evergreen and some crushed curry. So you can use, not crushed curry, Cajun craze, sorry. And so you can use whatever you want. These little brads, etc. came with it. So that's some excitement. So that's number 2. And now let's get into some sneak peek stuff, because I'm not allowed to show you the inside of these catalogs, but these are the new mini January. This catalog's going to run January through April, and then there'll be a celebration January, February. So if you look real close, you can see some of these celebration items down here. There's several different paper packets at different price points. There's several different stamps. And I will be able to show you one of them. And then you don't get to see a whole lot on this mini catalog. And again, they've rearranged when the mini catalogs are going to be. Last year, this one was January through June, and then it overlapped with the starting of the new annual catalog and confused people too much. So now it's just 4 months for the mini catalogs, January through April. I guess there's not much on the back there, but I'm not allowed to show you the inside of this catalog. For those of you who like florals, there's a lot of florals. For those of you who don't, there's a lot of other stuff too. So let's start by showing you some new, and then the other thing about being on stage is they also, which is what they call this gathering of demonstrators, is they give you gifts. So we've got that. We've got our little name badge with where we are, and little ribbons for accomplishments. This gorgeous, I'm not sure what it is. It feels really nice. Notepad. Look at the cool part about this notepad. Look at the side of it. Can you see that? It's like beautiful. Beautiful pen. So lots of notes from that. And then it all came in this beautiful little purse that's like a crossbody purse. It has embossed Stampin' Up, and it's like just the perfect little size. Has this little thing in the back that notebook fit in perfectly. And that was all part of going to the Stampin' Up convention if you're a demonstrator. So I know what you want to see really is some new product. So these are some new stamp sets that we all got. Large hand-drawn dots that you can use for background, and this one called Decorative Borders. I'm actually really excited about that. We haven't had interesting borders in a while, and I think that'll just be really pretty addition. And then we also all got, remember I told you I'd show you one that was from the Celebration set. So this is a 2-step stamp with some really nice fonts and some really nice sentiments. And this is something you can get free with a $100 purchase during Celebration in January and February. And then a couple other things. This is some new specialty designer series paper. It is called Dry Brushed Metallic. It is in, what colors are these? Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, and Soft Succulent. So this one, I guess, is supposed to be Soft Succulent. It honestly, to me, looks more bluish. So I'm seeing blue more than I'm seeing green. It goes with a set in the new catalog that's called Desert. Hold on, obviously I have not memorized everything yet. It's called Desert Details, and it has like some American Indian, indigenous people looking motifs, as well as cactus, as well as flower. It's kind of a very different than anything that we have. And then the other thing I got was, it's called a 3-twine combo pack with Coastal Cabana, Garden Green, and Pumpkin Pie. It's that thick twine. And this goes with a set. Let's see if we can get one out. Not gonna happen today. Oh, there we go. But it's that thicker thicker twine. This goes with a set that's I'm looking forward to getting that has a lot of outdoor like bike riding, camping, etc. It's in the new one. It has a set of dies that just looks amazing. So that's a whole bunch of new stuff. And then the other announcement thing is about coming up is going to be my, this Saturday, if you're in the area, my Christmas card buffet, where you can come and make a whole bunch of Christmas or Hanukkah cards and just getting ready for the holidays. So this is, and starting next week, I'm going to let those of you who aren't in the area, if you want to order the PDF of all these cards, and I think there's like 16 or 17 of them, I am going to be selling the PDF. So if you can't be here and you want to buy the PDF, starting next week, you can do that. And this is one of the cards that we're going to make. So this card is courtesy of the Peace to You set. Beautiful, beautiful, more traditional, more religious looking set here. And it has these two large stamps, either with the church or with the scene, baby scene. And these stamps are best used on the Stamparatus. So we're actually going to be using that today. Because sometimes when you have these really solid images, it's difficult to get a good image, and that's where the Stamparatus comes in. So you'll notice also on this one, I've used the white glimmer paper that comes in the 6x6 packet with the red glimmer paper, and I actually ran out of this. So we are going to substitute some of the little snowy paper. I don't know if you can see, but it actually looks more like snow than this does, but I totally forgot about that's still active in the catalog. So let's get started. Now this is using our Starry Sky paper and ink. And I don't know about you, but I just haven't used that color very much. I don't know why. It is so pretty. So let's start by actually doing the little background on here, since I got this is just a regular old 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 cardstock. And I actually took these little, I guess I do need my, oh geez. I just went looking in all of my stamp sets for a little stamp that had some snow, or what I thought was supposed to look like snow anyway, just to get a little background on here, because when I was done it was so strange, just plain there. And so this little snow thing came from the Peaceful Deer, and we are just going to move it around. Now you're wondering, because it's probably off camera, I'm stamping this into Versamark. And one of the reasons I'm doing it first is it's going to take a minute for this Versamark to actually dry. So we're giving it a little head start here. And what Versamark does, hopefully you can see it, it's like a tone on tone. Can you see that? I could also have stamped it with the Starry Sky ink, but that would give it more. I'll kind of show you how I could have done it. You can see the difference. Let me just pull this in and make sure. Yep. Okay. So we're just going to set that to the side and let it dry. I can show you the difference of how that would look, because I'm also actually going to stamp the inside now. using the Starry Sky. And so we'll stamp a little bit of those, bit of snow down in the corner. And let me show you this since we're gonna basically cover this up. There's the difference. If I had stamped all around here, it's just a little bit darker, and I liked the way it was light. I felt like that wasn't gonna distract from it at all. And then we have our, oops, inside sentiment that's not straight on here. It says, "May God's hope and love shine on you this season." Hopefully it is straight. All right, so our inside is done. In fact, I think so that I don't use it. Oh, where's my glue? Lost my glue. Hold on, getting some more glue here. I may have lost my glue in Anaheim. So I just don't see that it made it back. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on the inside. And I think I stamped that on the wrong one. Dang. Let's try that again. There's my inside piece. Let's just do that all over again. I thought it looked a little small. That was my piece that was supposed to be used for stamping the front. So now we have the inside piece. And now I need to find another of the smaller piece. There we go. Okay, so remember I said this is going to be the perfect thing to use your Stamparatus on. So bring in the Stamparatus. Now if you guys don't have this, you need it. And you need it for things like this. I always like to put my stamp case underneath, so this is flat. And then the thing about this is it gives you nice, good, flat area to stamp on. Comes with these two extremely strong magnets that if they end up together, which they like to do, you'll never pull them apart. So I actually put some, first thing I did was put duct tape on these two magnets, because watch, it's hard to pull apart unless you've got something to pull on. All right, so I've got this lined up so that you can get this little paper that can really help you line things up so that you know that it's straight and you get the same thing every time. So with my class especially, this is going to be really, really important. Oh, we got some more people. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Beatrice. Okay, it's pretty straight. So this piece of white is 3 by 4 1/4. And then we're going to just ink this up really well. Not sure why that does. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of get this little part off here. It's not so important on this one, and see how this one in the upper corner is not liking to be as even, but that's going to be okay because I already know that I'm going to be wanting to do this more than once. And then you just push down really hard all the way around. And the magnets are keeping this perfect where it is. And so this is pretty good, but I'd like to get rid of some of this white part. So I'm kind of noticing where the problems are. Like down below is not so bad, but up in this corner, I'm not liking it so much. And over here. So it's a kind of a lot. Now I could redo the whole thing, but I'm probably not going to. And I've also noticed something that is kind of cool actually with this specific stamp when you use it, is re-inking it gives, like, see how we have a little bit of gradation in color? I'm actually okay with that. I think that's actually kind of cool. Now you could just leave it like this, stamp your sentiment on the bottom, but I decided after all that work to do this, I wasn't going to leave up to chance if my sentiment was going to go okay, and I decided I was going to put my sentiment on a separate little, just 1/4 inch piece. So let's do that. It's sort of, yeah, that's actually pretty straight, especially for me. Okay, so I think we're done with the whole stamping part. But I wanted to make this, you gotta watch those fingers. I'm trying to figure out what that little smush is. Well, we're leaving it. I decided I wanted to put just a little bit of fun down here. And what I did so that I could cut this little snowy part or the sparkly part in the other one right along is I made a little template for the snow, okay? And my template, how I made my template was I just cut off the bottom after I stamped one so that this would fit right underneath here like that. And so I took a little piece that was, what is this, 1 3/4 by 3, because remember this is 3 inches. And I'm just gonna lay it on here. And I'm actually, I think, because this looks like it's stamped just a little bit down further. Yeah, so I don't wanna cover up. I may actually just lay this. Is that gonna be okay? Yeah, that's gonna be okay. So I'm going to lay my little template on here, mark it with a pencil. And then I'm just going to cut just inside those that little pencil mark so you don't see it. And lo and behold, now I have snow. Just right there where it should be. Isn't that cool? So I'm gonna just glue it down. And of course the nice thing about the glue is that I can, you know, move it a little bit. And like I said, on my other ones in my class, I'm going to use the sparkly paper, but I kind of ran out of it. All right, and then we'll just bring this back in. And then we've got that other just backing on here, which is just 1/4 inch bigger. That's what's so nice about this stamp set. Is that this, let's pull this up just a little. This does look a little big, so I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just trim it off. I think it's stamped just a little bit down from where it was before, but that's okay, because it still looks fine with a little bit bigger edges. Okay, and then I'm going to put it on here using some dimensionals. Do I have an open one? Yes. And remember, you know, when you get to your edges here, use these little edges that are left. They work really well, especially with things like this, you know, to put in the corners, etc. Trying not to get my inky fingers on things. Okay, and I'm going to take my little Christmas saying, just flag this one end. I used to use my tailored tag punch to help with doing this, but that went away. So I'm back to just doing it by hand. And then, whoops, I guess that's good. Get a couple more dimensionals on here. Have you guys all started making your holiday cards now? Or am I giving you some inspiration? Because this is a pretty darn easy card, especially, you know, if you're going to do them all on the Stamparatus. And then I've got just a teeny little piece of this sparkly organdy ribbon that I decided when I tried a bow of it, it was just a little too much. But a little bit of sparkle never hurt anybody. So we're just going to tie it in a knot instead of a bow. Maybe make it a little shorter. And then just get a little mini glue dot here. Let's see, which side do I want to use? Maybe that one. Come on, glue dot. There we go. I think this is not quite even. Let's maybe cut a little more off here. That's a little better. And put it up in the corner. So I think that's pretty much done. So here we have one using the little soft snow little pieces. What are those called? Snowy white velvet sheets. And then this one using the little sparkly glimmer paper. Which one do you guys like better? I kind of like the texture of that one, but I do like my sparkle, so I really like both of them. What do you guys think? All right, so we got a lot of people watching now. Hey, Vicki. Hi, Marie. So hopefully those of you who came in late, go back and look at the beginning of this because there's a whole bunch of new things coming up. If you like my my Christmas and Hanukkah, etc. cards, like I said, I'm having a class this weekend, and starting after that, I will be actually selling my templates for all my cards. You've now seen another one. I've actually showed you a few other ones in the last month or so, but there's some special ones in there too. And I think I'm up to 17 different cards that people are going to have to choose from. So that's a lot of different cards. Yeah, and it's really been fun making these all. So hope y'all can join me if you're around. Otherwise, stay tuned, and maybe some other ones may make a little showing too. So glad to have everybody today. I'll see you next Monday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, and we'll make another card. Maybe even with some of our new stuff. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, if you scroll down a little bit on here, I actually posted some of the boards that they had there excuse me, with more new product. You can see it and see some of the samples that they made too. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.